Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. My name is Letitia Campbell, and yes, I'm your number one email marketing strategist, CEO and founder of the Campbell Success Network, and the creator of my Emailpreneur Tribe at emailpreneurtribe.com, which is where I teach, train, and coach my clients on how to secure the bag. Yes, secure that bag through email marketing. All right, so we're going to get into all the things today. So if you are, in fact, tuning in on the replay, meaning that you don't see the live at the top of your screen, that means you're watching the replay. Go ahead and do me a favor and type in hashtag replay. I love all my replay viewers. I love when y'all come back, y'all watch the recording, y'all rewatch it over and over again, and make your comments. Please comment as well if you're watching a replay. Please pop the name of your business or the who do you help in the comments. You know, shout your business out, and I will definitely come back and reply. Okay, so listen, y'all. I get asked this question all the time. Yes, I get asked this question all the time. As I tell you guys to make sure that you are solidifying your business and building up the foundation of your business. I tell you guys time and time again, you got to grow an email list. I mean, you'll never stop growing an email list. All right, and email marketing is going to be the main thing that's going to help you. It's going to help build your business, but it's also going to help keep you in business. And I really feel that since the pandemic, why a lot of businesses are moved towards email marketing because they know it's the one thing that is going to keep them in business no matter what happens in the world, no matter what's going on in their life. If they have an email list, their business is surviving and thriving, especially if you continue to grow your email list. So again, I get asked this question all the time. Who should be on my email list? Who should be on your email list? If you ever ask yourself this question, go ahead and give me a number one in the comments. If you ever ask yourself, do I have the right people on my email list? Go ahead and type in number one in the comments. And that is a valid and a very, very normal question. Okay? That's a very, very valid and a very, very normal thing to either be concerned about or consider. Who should be on my email list? Who should be on your email list? Who should not be on your email list? So come in the room, and as you guys are rolling on in, I want to make sure that my comments are working. I have my little earpiece on because I have my fan on. Tori's in the background on her tablet and watching TV. This girl is a mess. So anyway, I'm in here setting up for this live, and because I really try, there's some times where I know what topic that I'm going to be sharing with you guys, but sometimes the Lord drops on the topic onto my spirit, and I normally go with whatever He, okay, the higher power above, or I always say God is always right by our side. Sometimes we think He's so far away, but He's literally sitting right next to you right now, whether you're going through great times in your life, whether you're going through sad times in your life, excitement, sorrow, all the things. He's always by your side. I feel like somebody needs to hear that. But whenever he drops a topic on me to share with you guys, I normally just say, okay, let me scratch off what I was going to talk about and discuss what it is that he put on my spirit. Okay, so I want to make sure that my comments are working because I do see a lot of you hopping on, but I don't see any comments. So do me a favor, go ahead and type in hashtag live. Again, hashtag live for those of you who are watching on live. You'll see the word live at the top of your screen. Go ahead and type in hashtag live. Go ahead and type in hashtag live. Okay, so just to give, while you guys are rolling on in, to give you just a little bit of backstory and context on where my email marketing journey has kicked off for me. You know, it started around um, 2016, June of 2016, where before then I was, on social media like many of you guys, promoting my offers, promoting my business. And at some point, I wasn't really seeing the traction that I needed, right? And no, I was not looking for like fast and instant results or what have you, but I needed to really focus on who am I showing up in front of, right? Hey, Therese, I see you, sis. I know you sharing this out, love. I really started to focus on who, I wanted to be in front of. Because I've seen a lot of people online where they would just go live in front of random people and not really making sure that you're live in front of your target audience. And I feel like if you're not showing up, whether you're posting, going live, doing webinars, selling products, if you're not in front of a targeted audience, an audience that is meant for you, an audience that needs what you have to offer, you sort of get discouraged, right? you sort of, hold on, let me clean my camera real quick. You sort of feel like you are wasting your time, right? Oh, that's much better. And you sometimes give up or pause or what have you. So literally, I spent the past couple of years um, combing through my followers here on Facebook. Okay. A couple of years ago, and Therese can attest to this, we had almost 5,000 friends on my personal page. I'm live right now on my Facebook personal page, right? And mind you, I had my Facebook account for literally over 10 years, even way before my son was born. And my son is going to be 17 in June, right? So I had it for a long time, right? So I know when I first got on Facebook, I wasn't promoting my business. I wasn't promoting anything. I think maybe a couple of years after I started my Facebook account, I joined the network marketing company and I was mainly posting everything about that. So 2 years ago, as I was sitting back thinking, I'm like, okay, I'm getting like thousands and thousands of friends requests. I have almost 5,000 friends on Facebook. I need to make sure that these individuals need what I have to offer. So I started to comb through my friends list, and now we've got it down to the number it is, which is a little bit over 1,000 friends. Now I know some of you guys going from having almost 5,000 friends on Facebook to now almost 1,000 friends. That may make you feel uncomfortable, right? You may feel like, oh my God, I lost a lot of people. No, you're not. You're gaining 1,000 plus people who is your target audience. Are y'all following me so far? Go ahead and type me if you're following me so far, because I would rather show up in front of 200 targeted people who need what I have to offer, right? I'd rather show up in front of 200 people who want to leverage email marketing for their businesses rather than showing up for 5,000 plus people who are not really interested. Because business is a numbers game, but you gotta have the right numbers, right? We hear that all the time, right? Business is a numbers game, right? But you gotta have the right numbers. You gotta be showing up in front of the right people. I had a conversation with my clients on Tuesday, and the majority of my clients, I service three types of clients. I service women and men who are course curators and coaches, consultants. I also service entrepreneurs who are service-based businesses, who have a service-based business, and I also service women in network marketing as well, right? So I was having a conversation the other day with my clients, those who are course curators and those who are service-based businesses. I was like, y'all got to do webinars, okay? Y'all have to do webinars. You can't just show up on social media these day and age and just say, hey, I have a course that I want to offer, or book a call with me, or whatever. You got to do webinars, because webinars is a great opportunity that's going to help you convert faster, because you can get 50 plus people on a Zoom, right? Give them a great presentation and pitch to them. 50 plus targeted people, right? Right? That's important. Because now, the one thing about me, I don't like to do anything that is a time waster. Like I shared this yesterday. Um, I share how I take an inventory of my time every day. Okay. 1 second, Tori. My Google Calendar is filled up with things that I need to do today, tasks I need to get to today, client calls I need to conduct today, and what have you. So I want to make sure when I'm showing up, even if I'm going live and there's one or two people on, I know there's going to be over 75% of my audience who are going to go come back and watch this. I know this live is going to be featured on YouTube. It's going to be featured on Instagram. It's going to go to the places and spaces I need to go to get in front of the eyes I need to get to. But the point is that if I'm not making sure that the people who are watching my content are targeted people, then what's the point in showing up, right? I got to reshift out who is actually watching me. So that's why, almost 2 years ago, I did a complete comb through of my friends list to ensure and make sure that the people who are showing up and watching my content are people who need what it is I have to offer. Okay. So that's very important. Okay. So let's get into all the things. Before we get started, I just have just about a couple of announcements. You guys know I like to just come on first and just get the housekeeping out of the way. If you are inside of my Emailpreneur Sales Academy, okay, I'm talking to those of you who are clients of mine inside of my Emailpreneur Sales Academy. Also, those of you who are in my inner circle, okay, we're going to be doing a group Q&A session tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So please make sure that you show up. We just already sent out an email. You should have gotten an email from us about maybe 30 to 45 minutes ago with the Zoom link and all the things. So please make sure that you show up today because we're going to be recapping on our masterclass that I did on Tuesday about automation and segmentation. And then we're going to get into talking about your email marketing strategy, your social media strategy, and your sales strategy as well. So again, if you are inside of my Emailpreneur Sales Academy or if you're an Inner Circle client, please make sure you check your email now. It's there. And definitely accept the invite. Okay. You'll get all the information in that email. All right. Second thing is, if you haven't done so already, this next announcement is for everybody, whether you're a client or not. If you're interested in learning more about how to leverage your email marketing through AI, through artificial intelligence, make sure that you register for my free training. Okay. I'm doing another training next Wednesday. Go to bit.ly/AI for email marketing. That's all lowercase. bit.ly/AI for email marketing. If you're watching this on Facebook, it's the pinned comment. Just click on that. The link is there. Or if you're watching this on YouTube, go ahead and check the first comment in the description section. But again, the link is bit.ly/AI for email marketing. You're going to register there. And I'm going to be doing the training again next Wednesday. So register now. Even if you can't attend next Wednesday, still register so that way you're able to get the replay. All right. Now, where is my book? Oh my God. I think I left my book in the other room. Oh, here we go. All right. I have been referring this book for months, for weeks, and what have you, and I'm going to continue to refer this book to you guys throughout the whole year. This book is called The Gap and the Gain. If you want to grab it on Amazon, please make sure that you go through my link, bit.ly/live in the gain, bit.ly/live in the gain. All lowercase. It's an amazing book. It's definitely a book for those of you who want to be a high achiever and you want to focus on really living your life, focus on more of your gains and your gaps, focus on more positivity than negativity. Because even in any negative situation, you can turn it into your positive. So make sure you grab this book. It's by Dan Sullivan. It's going to be shipped through Amazon, but please go through my link, bit.ly/live in the gain. The last announcement I want to make is this Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, my amazing co-host, Ms. Tawanta Davis Jones, and I are going to be doing our weekly talk show called Sister to Sister Connection. We're going to be doing it at 7 p.m. this week on Sunday. So if you want to subscribe to our YouTube channel, if you go to the comments, the pinned comment here, you're going to click on the Sister to Sister Connection YouTube channel link and subscribe to our YouTube channel so that way you are able to get notifications for when we go live. Okay? If you're on YouTube, it's in the description section, and also in the first comment. All right, y'all. Let's get into the conversation. If you're watching this on a replay and you haven't shared out this broadcast, please make sure you do. You can still share out all replays. What we're going to be discussing today, and I just want to pull up my notes, is who should be on your email list. Who should be on your email list? So if you're just getting started with email marketing, or you have already started growing your list, or you're revamping your list, right? Here's some information on who should be on your email list, okay? I have over here about 7 tips. I'm going to try my best to get through all of them. If not, we could possibly do a part 2. So, number 1. Okay, number 1 is you should have existing customers and clients on your email list, especially for those of us who are course creators and service-based businesses. Sometimes when we're no longer working with the client, sometimes we remove them from our email list, and I think that's really dumb. Okay, to be honest. Obviously, if there was if it was a negative relationship with the client, because I do have some of the best clients in the world. I really do. I always say, God, I've been saying this for years. Sometimes people get really, really upset when I say this, but I don't care. I work with the best women in the world. I mean, I couldn't ask for better clients than the clients that I currently have. And if you're a client of mine and you're watching this on a replay, go ahead and type in #tribe. But, A lot of times you do 1% of the time you do get some rotten apples, as a course creator and somebody who's a coach, mentor, and strategist. You do sometimes work people that don't really respect your time, or they don't respect the individuals in your community, and you gotta, you know, stop the relationship. Just like any business, even at work. I remember when I used to work for corporate, and I had certain people that I didn't really fool with because of their energy, or because of their personality, or because how they do conflict management. You know what I'm saying? There's so many reasons why we detach from people, and that's a part of business, right? And sometimes God will remove people out of your way so that way you can see things more clearly and get to your destination. But anyway, if you are asking yourself who should, okay, 1 second, Tori. If you're asking the question of who should be on your email list, definitely existing customers and clients, definitely. Whether they are a current customer or current client, or a past customer or past client, still continue to keep them on your email list, because you can have a customer or client who no longer buys from you for a short period of time, and all of a sudden the holiday season comes around, or they need help with losing weight, or they need help starting a podcast. Like, I have a client named Sonia. She's about to start her podcast course. Okay. Actually, let me go ahead and grab the link for her. I want to pop in the link. I have an amazing client. All right. Her name is Sonia, honey, and she is about to do a webinar. Okay. Let me go ahead and grab the link for you guys. If you're interested in podcasting, she's going to be doing a webinar on 5 podcasting pitfalls to avoid. So I'm going to go ahead and drop her link. And I love clients that when I tell them, listen, this is what you need to do, they do it. Okay, I'm going to tag her, and then I'm also going to drop the link here. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Okay. Boom. Okay, so the link should come up here on Facebook. But for those of you who are watching this on my other, hey Tamara, I see your face pop up, sis. How you doing, love? Um, if y'all should see it now. Boom. So for those of you who are not watching this broadcast on Facebook, her link is bit.ly/April webinar 24, all lowercase, and the number 2 and 4. Let me repeat it again. bit.ly/April webinar. Okay. Then you're going to type the number 2, and then you're going to type in the number 4. Okay. So bit.ly/April webinar 24. So if you're any of you who are interested in podcasting, she's going to definitely be sharing with you ladies some powerful things, 5 podcast pitfalls to avoid. It's going to be an amazing webinar. It's going to be on the 24th, I believe. But go ahead and register. I'm pretty sure she's going to send the replay out for those of you who are unable to attend the live webinar. So I love clients who who literally I say, this is what you should do, and they do it, right? Love it. Absolutely. Good morning, Tamara. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm happy to see you on. So, like I said, you should definitely have customers and clients on your email list, okay? The second type of individuals, leads that you should have on your email list is potential leads. Potential leads. Hey, Yoki, how are you, love? Potential leads, right? These are individuals who have not made a decision on whether or not to move forward with you yet, but they have some potential. They have some potential, okay? So I shared something yesterday about patience. Somebody type in the word patience in the chat for me real quick before I share it. Go ahead and type the word patience, right? I shared something about patience yesterday. If you want to get more detail on what I said, go ahead and check out yesterday's live. But the part 1 to the live, because that's where I shared it. But I love the fact that when it comes to email marketing, you're literally sometimes putting a portion of your email list like on a bookshelf. You're still keeping them in your world. You're not deleting them from your email list. They're there. And it could be from 3 to 6 months that they finally make a decision on whether or not they want to move forward. So it's almost like you're planting seeds, you know? You're almost like you're planting seeds, which is was a lot of times you see people who are blowing up in their business this month, but it's because they planted seeds back in January, right? So my question to you is, what seeds have you planted today? Because to be honest, everything I'm doing in my business this week and this month is going to sprout in May. Did y'all catch that? Type in me if you caught that. Because this is going to transform your mindset, it's going to transform your business. If you focus on what seeds should I plant, what seeds should I be nurturing, what seeds should I be following up with, you don't got to worry about how much money you're going to make the following month or the following year because you started planting seeds today. This is why I was talking to you guys yesterday about patience, because if you're patient and you're not trying to get that microwave success, right? If you're not building your business or working your business in a sense of desperation, okay, you're going to see your seed sprout. If you're working your business in desperation and saying, well, I got to have 1,000 people on my email list now. I got to have 100,000 people on my email list now. I need to make money now, now, now. If you're just living in the now, you are always going to be struggling in your business. Business is a process. It's patience. And while you are patient, you are still planting these seeds. You are still growing your email list. You're putting your potentials still in your email list. You're not getting upset because you're like, oh my God, I got thousands of people on my email list. And there's people that are opening my emails all the time. Hey, Jacqueline, good morning. And they're not moving forward. And should I delete them? No. Keep nurturing those seeds, right? Back in the day, and I would say maybe way before even the pandemic started, when I first started landing on social media back in 2015, 2016, it was real easy to convert people. I can go live, I can make a post, and people will come running, paying. Because back then it took about, 6 to 7 touches before somebody decided if they want to move forward. But now it's different, right? And different doesn't mean bad. It's just different. So now it takes about 24 plus touches before a person says yes. But sometimes we give up on the 10th touch. Thank you, Jacqueline, for typing hashtag live. Sometimes we give up on the 15th touch. I just said it takes about 24 touches. Some of y'all give up on the 23rd. And then what ends up happening is you've nurtured those people for so long, you gave up, and now they go to somebody else. It's like the game Duck, Duck, Goose. Some of y'all allowing your competitors and other people to take your goose because you gave up on that second to last touch. If you kept going, things will be different. And I'm not trying to tell y'all to live on regret, oh, shoulda, woulda, coulda. I'm trying to really get you to focus on, let's live in the game. Let's keep moving. Let's keep showing up. Let's keep sending emails. Let's keep being productive. Because if you give up and quit, guess what's going to happen to all those people that you've been nurturing? They're going to go find somebody else. And you done all the work for them, right? You've done all the work for them, right? And they found somebody else. And the reason why I share this is because I missed out on a $15,000 client back in 2018. Y'all heard me share this story before. Back in 2018, I had a client. She wasn't a client yet, but anyway, I followed up with her. I reached out to her, did all the things, and she sent me a message. She said, she's like, okay, I'll let you know when I'm ready. So I think I allowed the month to go by. 30, 40 days. I didn't reach out to her. I didn't follow up with her. I didn't check in on how she was doing. And finally, 30 to 40 days later, when I finally did follow up, she said she went with somebody else. Then I say, okay, so I'm just curious, I'm excited for you. I'm excited that you're moving forward in your business, but I'm just curious, like, which program did you sign up? So she told me about the person, and she told me about the program. This person was charging $15,000, and she paid that person in full. Y'all, just like y'all are sitting there, you're like, $15,000. you could have got a car with that. You could have put that in savings. You could, that was me. Like, man. So ever since that experience happened, I said I would never ever stop following up. When I get clients that tell me, when should you stop following up? When should you stop? Never stop. Because at the end of the day, that person took my goose. I handed it over to that person who then sent that client a $15,000 invoice and they paid it in full. So for those of you who are worried about how much you're charging, there are people out there who will pay you in full for what it is you have to offer. But at the end of the day, if you are not planting seeds and nurturing those seeds and following up on those seeds, you're not going to win. If you're that I'm a give up preneur, I'm a quitpreneur, that every time that you're not getting the instant gratification or the instant responses or the instant yes. And yes, we love our fast action takers. Absolutely. We love clients and customers who take action fast. But that is very few and far between most times. Okay? It's the ones that has been following you every single year, every single day, that are going to move forward with you after that 24th touch. If y'all understand that, go ahead and type in me. I want to make sure y'all still up today. Oh my gosh, who's that? I just saw a face pop up. Okay, let me keep going. Hi. Okay. The second type of people that should be on your email list is industry influencers. Industry influencers. Um, these type of industry influencers sometimes takes time to get on your list. I find the fastest way to get industry influencers on your email list is you getting onto their blogs, you getting onto their content and commenting and liking and, showing support to their platform. And more often than not, they're going to end up watching you and get on your email list. Okay? That's why I have an amazing partnership with StreamYard and several other industry influential people and corporations because I literally, love to support other people's platforms. And you got to do it in a genuine way. I find that sometimes people make the mistake of getting on an industry influencers platform and then spamming their inbox 24/7. And more often than not, they're not the one managing their inboxes. It could be their VA, it could be their assistant. So sometimes it's just good to, be patient and just support the process. And eventually they'll check you out and want to get on your list and possibly build great partnerships with you. Okay. All right. Number four. Number four is event attendees. For those of you who have done events, I've done dozens of them. I love doing events. Um, Getting attendees on your email list is important. Those of you who are doing vendor events, right, and you have a table or a booth, there are going to be people who are going to buy from you at the event, and there are going to be people who are not going to buy, but still get their information because there are the event attendees. For example, Tamara, she's one of my clients. She's on here. She sells jewelry. So she's doing a vendor event or an event at her house, and there's people coming in that did not buy, still get their information. Because like I said, that is a potential lead. That goes back to number two. Okay? That goes back to number two. Okay, number five is partners and affiliates, y'all. This is really good because sometimes it's gonna be people that may not need your product or service, but they don't really mind sharing it with their audience, right? So, for example, if there's a company called Goli Gummies, I'm just using this as an example. Goli Gummies sells like supplement products and all that, and I may not use their products, but I may have a large audience, and a portion of my audience may want to use their gummies. So I'll become an affiliate, share my affiliate link with my audience. They buy the product, and I get a kickback, right? It's the same thing. I remember Snoop Dogg. He mentioned this. I think he has like a radio show or a podcast, and I saw a clip of it on a reel one day. And a few of the companies that he's an affiliate of are liquor companies. So Tiffany Haddish or somebody else, I forgot who his guest was that day. She was like, "You are the king of promoting stuff. You're the king of promoting products and businesses and stuff." And he was like, "Listen, all these liquors that you see here on this counter that I'm promoting and getting a kickback for, what have you, I don't drink none of this stuff." Y'all look this up. He actually said that. He's sitting there while he's rolling his blunt or whatever. He's like, "I don't drink none of this stuff." You know what I'm saying? And he said they know that. He said these companies know that I don't drink or use none of this stuff, right? But he doesn't have to be a product of the product to promote the product. You get what I'm saying? So there's people that want to support you, but they may not need what it is you have to offer, but they don't mind sharing your product, your service, your opportunity to their audience so they can bring people to you. You know, that we used to do that a lot back in the day, but again, a lot of people don't even be fooling with that, but that's a blessing in itself. All right, the last one point I want to make today before we hop off is feedback providers, right? You could have people run, you could have certain people go through your product as a beta, as a tester, you know. Let's say you're a course creator or you're offering services and you want to give somebody access to your course or opportunity as a beta client or a beta customer, and they give feedback, okay, on what it is you're doing. Okay? So let's go ahead and recap, y'all. What we talked about today is who should be on your email list. Number one was existing customers or clients. Number two was potential leads. Number three was industry influencers. Number four was event attendees. Number five was partners and affiliates. And number six was feedback providers. Feedback providers. All right, everybody. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. Again, there's three things I need you to do. This is your homework. Okay? Three things I need you to do. The first thing I need you to do is make sure that you register for my upcoming training on AI for email marketing at bit.ly/AI for email marketing. That's all lowercase. If you go to the page and you see that the countdown is no longer there, still register anyway. We just possibly need to reset the page, but go ahead and register anyway. bit.ly/ AI for email marketing. Okay. The next thing I need y'all to do is grab this book. Make sure you grab this book. It's an amazing book, y'all. It's called The Gap and the Gain. Okay. But make sure you grab it through my link at bit.ly/live in the game. bit.ly/live in the game. And the last thing I need y'all to do is subscribe to our Sister to Sister Connection YouTube channel on YouTube. Okay? We're going to be going live again this Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So please make sure that y'all register and sign up for it. It's going to be amazing. We got an awesome topic to discuss, and you definitely don't want to miss it. Okay? So the AI for email marketing training, the Gap in the Game book, and the Sister to Sister Connection show. Make sure you go ahead and get that done and grab it. Oh, last thing is my client Sonia. She's doing a webinar, okay, on the 5 pitfalls of podcasting. For those of you who want to get into podcasting, there are billions of listeners, y'all, that listen to podcasts. Jacqueline, you need a podcast. Jacqueline Russell, if you're still on here, you need to register for Sonia's training because for what you do, you definitely need a podcast. Okay? Those of you who have an amazing story, testimonial, or content to share for listening viewers, because there's different types of audiences, y'all. There's audiences that loves watching video content. That's why YouTube is so big. There's audiences that loves to just read, right? And there's audience that loves to listen to content. And you may have some that like all three. You may have some that like just to watch content and also listen to content. But either way, right? You are missing out on a large group of people that likes to listen to podcasts. Let's look at some statistics real quick. How many consumers in the U.S. listens to podcasts. Okay? Daily. I'm going to say daily. Okay, let's look at some statistics here. All right, so this says U.S. podcast listeners in total, 30% of Americans have listened to podcasts within last month, and 26% have listened in the last week. The number of U.S. podcast listeners has increased. Increase, y'all. Increase means went up, right? Went up year over year since 2013, reaching an estimate of 140 million per day. Okay? That figure is expected to grow further to 163 million this year. Bam. So let's run some numbers. You know, like my coach Donnell Winningham said, let's crunch some numbers here, right? So let's do the low end, which is I know 163 million is projected for this year, but let's go back to last year's 140 million listeners daily. So let's say you like my girl over here, Miss Tamara, you have a $5 product. And let's say you convert, let's give it like 3% of the 140 million. So I'm going to go ahead and type in 140 million into my calculator here. And I'm going to see how much 3% of that is. That's 4.2 million. 4.2. Are y'all following me? Let's come on. Y'all follow me, right? So I'm going to multiply that number, okay, by $5. That's $21 million. So through consistency, okay, let's go back here because success is not instant. Through consistency, and I wrote down a quote today. I was listening to a young lady's sermon this morning, and I'm so sorry. Hold on, let me get this. Whenever I reference people, I want to get their names so y'all can follow them too. Oh my God, where's my? Y'all, I just dropped my remote. Okay, let me go ahead and find this young lady's Facebook. Hold on, y'all. I wanna reference this young lady, but I also want to make sure that I get her name. I think it's Asia. I think that's her name. I wish there's a way on Facebook we could click a tab of. Oh, here you go. Her name is Asia Whitehead. I'm a drop her link in the chat here for y'all. Yeah, it does, right? It sounds girl. What 20 was it? 21 million? Did I delete that? All right. All right. I'm go ahead. Hold on, y'all. I just want to tag this person that I'm referencing. Okay. So this young lady's name is Asia. One second, Tori. Asia Whitehead. I just started following her in the past couple of weeks. So, and I love her. She does a daily devotional live, I think around 8:40 a.m. Eastern, or maybe before that. But anyway, she said this on her live today. She said, consistency yields results. Consistency yields results. Can y'all put hey, Cece, how are you? Can y'all go ahead and put that in the chat for me? Consistency yields results. So I want to preach here real quick. Oh my God, I'm starting to get chills. Consistency yields results. So if you know, sometimes we don't stay consistent because we don't see the potential in staying consistent. But if somebody told you that you have an opportunity to unlock over $20 million worth of wealth, you see the potential of your consistency. So why are you not consistent, Tamika? Cece, all of y'all on here, under the sound of my voice. If in your industry it says you have the potential, even on the low end percentage of 3%, but all you have to do is stay consistent because the potential is 21 million. then you're going to say, listen, then I'm the problem. Then I'm the one that's not staying consistent because I've already punched in the numbers. The statistics are already out there, right? I'm just using my client Sonia as a reference because she teaches on podcasting, and I'm using Tamara, another one of my clients' businesses, as a reference because she sells amazing jewelry. So again, if we see that the potential is out there, if the potential is out there to make this much, all we got to do is stay consistent because we know, and the word says, consistency yields results. You stay consistent on anything. You could be a consistent negative thinker. You're going to get results. You could be a consistent a liar. You're going to get results from your lie. You could be a consistent money making machine. You could be a consistent person who shows up. Anything in life. 1 second, Tori. All right, I'm going to change the channel. That you are consistent. I got to teach you how to use a remote. That you stay consistent in. You want to get the results. So we see and we're just using podcasting as a reference. You can use 1,000 other things as a reference. Right? Yes, Tamara, consistency yields results. Yes, CC, consistency yields results. So when there are times when you feel like you want to give up, when there are times when you feel like, oh my God, the enemy is putting me under attack, when there are times when you're looking at everyone else in your business and you see them flourishing and shining and you're not, you're allowing the devil to beat you. You got to really work your business and work your life according to your path, right? And your level of commitment. Obviously, there's going to be people who have a different level of commitment than you do and dedication than you do, obviously. But you got to create your own path, your own level of commitment, dedication, and consistency. Because everything you do in life, whether good, bad, big, or small, there's going to be results that are going to yield from that. Your level of, yes, Cece said level of commitment. Your level of commitment is what's going to get you to your goal. But I know for some of you, you're operating your business in a lack because you're not out there researching the potential. So if you have people out there in the same industry as you and they're flourishing, they're shining, they're winning, they're walking across stages, they're getting accolades, they're getting love, all the things. Don't look at them, be envious of them. You look at them and say, God, thank you once again, another day of showing me the potential of where my business can be. And I'm telling you right now, you will surpass the people that you are looking at on a day-to-day basis as they're the ones winning, shining. And they will continue, but God will probably allow you to surpass them. Right? I was telling my husband this the other day when we were sitting in our car. I said, babe, sometimes God is going to close a door because he has something bigger and better for you. Sometimes God is going to pull you out of a situation unfairly, right? Because he has something bigger and greater in you. He wanted you to sit over here to get the experience, right? To be able to put that on your resume, to put that experience on your resume. But again, he's going to, so that he can put you over here. For some of y'all, he's going to put you in a place in a space for a couple of months, for a couple of years, before he plucks you out. But what I want to ask you guys today is this. Stay committed to not being weary and being worried. Stay committed to not thinking negatively. Stay committed to not looking at those out there who is perceived like they're successful, because you got some people out there who perceives like they're successful, but that's not the case. And you have some people who are successful and talk about it. There's both sides to this. But I'm telling you right now, hold on 1 second. I'm telling you right now, if you see the potential, if you see the potential in something, I'm talking about you researched it, you crunched the numbers just like I did. All I did, y'all, is just put a few words in Google. And the information popped up. I crunched the numbers, and 21 million came up on my screen. So if you see the potential in something, you got to ask yourself, I'm going to stay consistent then. Because if I have the potential to make this much, because $21 million is going to help a lot of people. Okay? A lot of people. Not just you and your family, but generations. People in your community. All the things. You just have to stay consistent. You just have to raise your level of commitment. You understand? The people around you in your life may be doubting you. I get it. May be looking at you now and saying all kinds of things to discourage you. There's some times where you may be the only person in the room that sees the potential in what you're doing. And yes, you could probably crunch these numbers or whatever in front of those people. But a lot of times people can see the potential and still deny it. There's still people out there that deny God, y'all. There's still people out there that deny the potential. Sometimes you're the only person that's supposed to see the potential and receive the potential. And even with all that, you still got to keep moving forward. That's why I keep moving forward in my business, because I see the potential in it every day. Every day in my business, I see the potential. I see the fact that my kids watch their mama every day build an empire. So they know that they have something to take over after I'm long and gone. I see the potentials when I hear clients give me positive feedback, positive reviews, tell me, Letitia, if I hadn't linked up with you, I would have killed myself. I see the potential. When God puts it in front of your face and he says, this is why I'm telling you to do this. So even when I put you through a trial and tribulation, just to build up your tenacity, right? Just to strengthen your muscle. You still got to keep moving forward, because this is the potential. This is why I put you at that table. This is why I plucked you out of the situation. This is why I severed this partnership, because I know where you're going. Come on, y'all. Give me an amen. Because I'm telling y'all right now, if you see the potential in what you do and how much money you can make, and you choose to quit, you are a fool. The book of Proverbs talks a lot about fools. You are a fool. If you have people in your life that see the potential and they still say, I don't think you should do that business, Tamara. I don't think you should do this, CC. They're also fools. And what does Proverbs say about fools? You cannot argue with a fool. It's almost like I'm talking to this door next to me. I'm telling this door, come on, support me, support me. Come on, believe in what I'm doing. Come on, support me. You know, all these things help me. And the door is just sitting there not moving. You cannot convince a fool. So stop wasting your energy in it. Stop trying to succumb to certain little things they may say to you. All right? Being a fool is not a bad thing. You can love fools all you like, right? But you got to understand the Bible talks about fools because it's just a statement of like, you can't convince a fool. You know what I mean? You can't convince somebody who's that's just the way they think. That's how they feel. Some fools don't even need facts. Look at what's going on in the presidential election. There's a lot of people that follow, I call him Carrot Head, ain't got no common sense. Oh, he told me we could drink bleach. Okay, we're going to drink it. Oh, he told me, yeah. There's people that literally are fools with, I tell my kids all the time, and I got this from my great-great-grandmother. Okay? My great-great-grandmother, my mother's grandmother. Okay? She said, baby, I don't care how many degrees you get. I was probably 13, 14 years old when she said this. I don't care how many degrees you get. I don't care how smart you become. But, baby, if you don't have common sense, you don't have nothing. Common sense. I always teach my kids, use your reasoning skills in your mind. If you're in a certain place, I even tell my son this. He can be on a certain block and he'd be like, Mommy, I didn't like how these boys over here was moving in front of that store, so I went on the other side of the street. That's common sense. Okay? Okay. Common sense will keep you out of danger. Common sense will stop you just doing dumb stuff and believing dumb stuff. Okay? Some people are great in business, but they don't got a damn bit of common sense. All right? And some of y'all have the spirit of discernment, and you know the difference. Tamara said, yes, ma'am, I've been told that, but I'm going to keep going. I see the potential. Yes. So that's why people tell you to have goals. That's why people tell you to go ahead and watch other people who are, I wouldn't say bigger than you, but are at a higher level of commitment than you. Okay? I follow people every day who are doing bigger and better and bigger and more magnitude of things than me because, again, God shows me in them the potential of where I will surpass. Because I say it all the time, I'm going to surpass every competitor, every competition. This is why I call myself the number one email marketing strategist. Now, there's a lot of little girls doing what I do. There's a lot of little girls out there teaching email marketing. But I say I'm number one. Okay? Because I'm number one to every single client that is working with me. If you're a client of mine, go ahead and type in hashtag tribe. That's why I tell my clients to say, you're the number one. Because to somebody, you are number one to them. We don't say that once we get there. We wait till we get there to say it will never happen. But if I say, listen, I'm the best at what I do, because there's no other Letitia Campbell. Go ahead and find her. You ain't going to find her. There's no other Tamara Cunningham. There's no other CeCe Williams. There's no other Jacqueline Russell. There's no other Therese Westmoreland. There is no other. So I am number one. I'm unique in every way imaginable from anyone out there that do what I do. Go ahead and check them out. You're going to see the difference between my page and their page. You're going to see a difference between my platform and their platform. You're going to see a difference between my audience and their audience. Big difference. Because there is no one other than me. So it's not about who's better, who's greater. It's about who are you? And what is your level of commitment and consistency that you're willing to yield the results from? So listen, y'all, that's all I have to say, y'all. That's all I have to say on that. Y'all continue to have a good day. As always, don't forget, get out there and dominate because it's time to design a life that you, in fact, deserve. Till next time, bye, guys.